take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
So Breeze is going to stay out there, and they're going to go for this on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Breeze. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Now, San Francisco, Charles, as they come back out for offense, yes, they're 0-8, first time that they've started like that in franchise history. But let's remember, 5 straight losses by 3 points or fewer, and you feel like they're starting to build something, don't you?
I do. I think that the front office has come together and is drafting better. I think they're doing a better job in free agency. I think that they have a cohesive unit between owner, general manager, and head coach, and the proper vision that all 3 of them share. The tough part is what you'd mentioned, 5 straight losses by 3 points or less, and the head coach is like, okay, Kyle Shanahan's like, enough of this, all right? No more attaboys for getting close. He would have liked a few attaboys the last 2 weeks, though, because Dallas and Philadelphia, they routed him.
And he's brought down. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
I think we saw some of the best qualities of Carlos Hyde on that run, able to pick up something there, being physical running the football, but I think he's got really good vision and great feet. He's going to be the key to this offense really being revitalized.
Oh, design run for their wideout. And he's got room. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. That one goes for 24 yards. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Play action. Garoppolo. Flush to his right. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Well, an impressive stat on Drew Brees as the Saints come back out on offense last week against the Bears. He hit his 6,000th. Career completion.
That is worthy of a standing ovation from all of us who love football, right? He deserves that. Just a third in NFL history to hit that threshold. Brett Favre, Peyton Manning before him. And think of all the quarterbacks who played this great game. They're all looking down, those who are no longer with us, and saying, I didn't even get a chance to throw it 6,000 times, let alone complete it this much. Yeah, not bad for a second-round draft pick.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
Breeze to throw on second down. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He got 29 yards that time. Breeze on the draw, gives to Kamara. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play. He was able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. Solomon Thomas able to drop him for a loss of 4.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. From the gun, it's Breeze. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Breeze to throw for it on 4th. That's caught inside the 20. 30 yards on the pickup there. And the Saints are going to get a 1st down.
We know it's tough enough to pick up 1st downs on 3rd down plays. But when you go for it on 4th down, sometimes you're actually just praying. And on that play, the prayer was answered.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he's got this one down to the 10. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On 2nd down, Kamara. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Breeze looking to throw on 3rd and 2. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. On 4th down, off goes Drew Brees, and on comes the Saints kicker, Will Lutz, for the field goal attempt. And Lutz puts this one through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or 2 shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Before the offense gets going again, league-wide story here. You and I got a kick out of Juju Smith-Schuster post-game comments because he had a long touchdown, and he said he kept looking over his shoulder because his Madden rating was only an 82 or an 83, thought he was going to get caught.
Yeah, you can tell he's a youngster because us old folks, that's when the Satchel Paige quote comes in. Don't look back, someone might be gaining on you. But I love that. I love the fact that he said, my rating, I thought I was faster than that essentially. But guess what? The ratings get updated each week. Juju, you will be an 89 starting next week. And by the way, your actual rating prior to, it was 88.
Yeah, you were a little off, but bottom line, don't look back, just fly forward.
Hurry up, here we go. Back there, Philly, here we go. All right, now, look at 56. Look at 56.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Now we got a second. Let's peek back to the Thursday night game. Baltimore, Miami, 40-0. Baltimore, who stole the show for you?
The Cat. Because the game certainly did not, but the cat did, and you know exactly what I'm talking about.
I do.
That cat gets on the field, what was it, third quarter of the game,
Yeah,
somewhere in that neighborhood? And I love the moves. Even though no one was really pursuing, he was letting you know, hey, if you try and catch me, I'll juke you left and right, and showed some good straight line speed, too, when he made a beeline over the sideline there. No doubt about it. It was definitely the cat.
Dolphins could have used the cat, but a little spooky a few days before Halloween with him running out around the field.
It wasn't a black cat.
That's true.
Okay, so that helped a little bit. And I understand that Ravens employees have adopted the cat, named the cat Ray, short for Ravens. So what do you call that? A perfect ending.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Garoppolo now. Buying time to his left. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Now Garoppolo. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
All right, here we go.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Robinson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards there as they move the chains. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more after this.
Let's go. Green, 39.
Garoppolo on first down. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for him.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal. They'll run, hide, and he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. And a couple of big boys up front defensively, and in that 4-3, those D tackles so vital.
Extremely vital. I love how you describe that, because if they control things up front, often it's over the guard. Sometimes they slide and make it over the center. It's really hard to get a play started then, because a lot of teams want to start inside out running the football. But against a good 4-3, you may not find any space. And on that play, there was 0 space, no gain.
This offense so far on third down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Garrett Selleck from 3 yards out. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. And it's 21-3. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Throwing now is Breeze. Now Breeze lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Now Breeze on third down. And he's got Snead. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And his throw here's incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. That'll bring up second down. Well, with a little breather here, let's discuss some of the trades from last week. Garoppolo trade aside, because I know you were surprised by that one. What else stood out to you?
Well, Marcel Darius, who is a tremendous defensive tackle, an absolute force when he's ready to play. Didn't quite click all the time in Buffalo. He's in Jacksonville now, and that helps an already formidable defensive front for the Jacksonville Jaguars. I think Dwayne Brown held out at the beginning of the year, now playing with the Houston Texans. He gets traded to Seattle, who desperately needed some help on the offensive line. And Jay Ajayi, from the Dolphins to the Eagles. Now, remember, they drafted Jay Ajayi in the 5th round. They ended up getting a 4th-round pick back for him. That one surprised me a little bit as well, but the Dolphins haven't been happy with their production so far.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second, it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They do go for it. It's Breeze. That's caught. It's Coleman. And some room to maneuver. Touchdown, New Orleans. Brandon Coleman, 54 yards. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
That's fielded in the end zone. Oh, now he bowls him over. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much